Ram to all. In this chapter, second chapter, polynomial, we have gone through the concept of graph of the polynomial, and in the second presentation, we have gone through how will you get the zeros of the polynomial by factorization, and how will you form a quadratic polynomial if sum of zeros and the product of zeros are given to you. What we are considering, we are solving in class 10th, we are solving quadratic polynomial. We are getting the questions on the basis of quadratic polynomial most of the time. Some of the time we are getting the question on the basis of cubic polynomial also, but most of the time we are getting the question on the basis of quadratic polynomial. For this reason, here I am taking some more questions which is based on the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of the quadratic polynomial. And this relation we know, if you are taking a quadratic polynomial as ax square plus bx plus c, where a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, and c is constant term, and if alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial, this concept, this relation we are getting in the last presentation also, and the relationship we are getting as alpha plus beta, the sum of the zeros we are getting, sum of 0 we are getting as the ratio of the coefficient of x means the value b, and the coefficient of x square means the value a with the negative sign, and the product of zeros alpha into beta we are getting the ratio of constant term, and the coefficient of x square means we are getting c upon a. And this relation we have alpha plus beta means the sum of 0 we are getting minus b upon a, and alpha into beta we are getting c upon a, where a, b, c have their own meaning. If the quadratic polynomial you are taking ax square plus bx plus c. Then here we have the first question. In this question, if zeros of the polynomial x square plus 4x plus 2a, this polynomial I am taking, you may take any variable in place of a also. Here I am taking 2a, and this one is the constant term. What we are observing, if you are observing, we are getting the values, the coefficient of x square we are getting 1, and the coefficient of x we are getting 4. Coefficient of x square is 1 here, and coefficient of x we are getting 4, and the constant term we are getting as 2a. And the question we have, if the zeros of the polynomial x square plus 4x plus 2a are alpha and 2 upon alpha, this is a quadratic polynomial, and we are getting the two zeros. Here we are getting the zeros as alpha and 2 upon alpha. In place of beta we are getting 2 upon alpha. It means that the value of beta we are taking as 2 upon alpha. And what we have to find, we have to find the value of a. 1 marks question this is. Then how will you get the solution? Because we know the values of a, b, c, and the zeros we have. If you are observing this, then the coefficient of x square we are getting as 1, and the constant term we are getting as 2. And what we have to find, because we know the relation alpha plus beta we know means the sum of zeros we know, and the product of zeros also we know. Sum of zeros and product of zero, these two relations we have, and the relation between the coefficient of the quadratic polynomial we have. Then which we have to use, whether we have to find alpha plus beta means sum of 0. Here what we are observing, the zeros we are getting alpha and 2 upon alpha. In place of beta we are getting here 2 upon alpha, and if you are adding these two, means if you are finding the sum alpha plus 2 upon alpha, then you are getting a quadratic equation here, because on taking LCM you are getting alpha square plus 2, and that becomes much more complicated. But instead of this, if you are taking the product, if you are taking the product of alpha and 1 upon alpha, then these two get cancelled out and we are getting a value 1 in the equal to. It means that in this question, because this question is of 1 marks, directly we are using the concept, we are finding the product of 0. This you have to remember, or this you have to learn, whether we have both the relation. We have the sum of zeros and product of 0, but which relation we have to use, that you have to identify first. Then the product of zeros we have constant term upon coefficient of x square. Constant term we are getting as 2a and the coefficient of x square we have 1, and here we are taking the product of the zeros, alpha into 2 upon alpha. Then alpha get cancel out and we are getting 2a upon 1 is equal to 2. And if you are solving this, then what we are observing here, 2 get cancel out. In the next step, 2 get cancel out and we are getting a equal to 1. Means the value of a here we are getting 1. Let us take one more question, and before solving this question, we know also the relation. How will you form a quadratic polynomial if the sum and product of the zeros are given? Then we are using this k into x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. If the zeros we have, then we are able to find the sum of zeros and product of zeros, and if sum and product is given, then we are able to form the quadratic polynomial directly by putting the values in this relation. And here we have the second question. We have to construct a polynomial, means we have to form a polynomial whose 1 0 is given. 1 0 is 3 minus root 5. And in this question, the sum of 0 is given 6. We have two zeros for a quadratic polynomial. We are taking the zeros as alpha and beta. And here the 1 0 is given. Suppose I am taking alpha is given, or you may take beta is given, 3 minus root 5. And the sum of the 0 is given 6. And sum of 0 means alpha plus beta is given 6. And if you are forming a linear equation by using this concept, because the 1 0 is given and out of the two values in the relation alpha plus beta, one value we have, means we are getting a linear equation here, and on solving that linear equation we are getting the second 0. And here we have the solution for this. If you are taking alpha and beta are the zeros, and out of these two, 1 0 is given. Here I am taking alpha as 3 minus root 5. You may take beta also as 3 minus root 5, because 1 0 we have, either it is alpha or it may be beta. And the sum of 0 is given to you 6. And if sum of 0 is 6, then it means that alpha plus beta is equal to 6. Sum of 0 is 6 means alpha plus beta equal to 6. And if you are putting the value of alpha in this, and if you are taking the like terms on the same side, then here we are getting beta is equal to 6 minus 3 plus root 5. 3 here we are observing 3 is positive here. If you are taking on the other side, then it becomes negative. Then what we are observing here, when you are solving the linear equation, then beta we are getting as 3 plus root 5. 6 minus 3 we are getting 3, and root 5 we are writing as it is, and these are unlike terms. For this reason we are not able to add these two. One is rational and other one is irrational value. And if you are getting the product of zeros, because now the zeros we have, the first 0 is given 3 minus root 5, and the second we have 3 plus root 5. And if you are taking the product, then a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square identity here we are getting, and easily on using this identity, a square minus b square as a plus b into a minus b, we are getting 9 minus 5, and 9 minus 5 is 4. Now the product of zeros we have. Sum of zeros, sum of 0 is given to you 6 and product of 0 we have 4. Now both the values we have and we are able to form the quartic polynomial because the relation we know k into x square minus sum of 0 into x plus product of zeros. And on putting the values of sum of 0 and product of 0 in this, we are getting the required quadratic polynomial if you are taking k equal to 1. If k is equal to 1, then we are getting the required quadratic polynomial as x square minus 6x plus 4. And for this polynomial, the 1 0 is 3 minus root 5, and other we are getting 3 plus root 5. Here I am taking one more question. We have to form a quadratic polynomial whose 1 0 is root 5 and product of the 0 is given. In the last question also we have 1 0 is given, and in that question the sum of 0 is given. Here I am taking the product of 0. If the product of the zeros is given, and then we have to form a quadratic polynomial. 1 0 is given, either you are taking that 0 root 5 as alpha or you may take this as beta, and the product of zeros means the product of alpha and beta we are getting 4 root 5. Here we have the solution. If you are observing this, then alpha and beta we are taking the zeros of the polynomial and I am taking alpha as root 5. If alpha we have and the product of zeros we have, and if we are using the concept the product of 0 alpha into beta, and if you are putting the value of alpha as root 5, then on solving root 5 get cancel out and we are getting beta equal to 4. And this question is of 2 marks. For finding the value of 0 we are getting half marks here. Now we have to form a quadratic polynomial. For finding the quadratic polynomial we need the sum and product. The product of 0 is given. The product of 0 is 4 root 5. The product of 0 we are getting as 4 root 5, which is given to you in the question. And the sum of 0 we are able to find because of the values of alpha and beta we have. Alpha is given root 5 and beta we have as 4. Then on putting the value in the relation k into x square minus sum of 0 into x plus product of 0, we are able to find the required polynomial, quadratic polynomial. And we are putting the values as sum of zeros and product of zeros, and if you are taking k as 1, then we are getting this relation x square minus 4 plus root 5 into x plus 4 root 5. This is the required quadratic polynomial. Then one more question I am taking here. We have to form a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are reciprocal of the zeros of this equation. Now this question become complicated because the 2 or 3 value points here we are getting in this. We have to form a quadratic polynomial, and one quadratic polynomial is already given to you, and the relation between the new quadratic polynomial, the required quadratic polynomial, and the given quadratic polynomial is the reciprocal. If we have this quadratic polynomial, we are able to find the zeros of this polynomial by factorization method, and also we are able to find the sum of zeros and product of zeros of this polynomial directly by using the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. Here we are observing the coefficient as 1 minus 4 and the constant term we are getting 3. Means if alpha and beta we have to find, then sum of 0 is minus b upon a, means the coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Then clearly we are observing here we are getting 4. And the product of zeros, if you are taking alpha into beta, then it is constant term upon the coefficient of x. Then constant term is 3 and 3 upon 1 we are getting 3. means alpha plus beta. If you are finding the sum of zeros, we are finding, we are getting 4, and alpha into beta we are observing, it is clearly, it is 3. 1 marks questions we are getting if the quadratic polynomial is given, and we have to write the values of sum of 0 and product of 0, and that we are able to find orally. Then for this equation we have to find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are reciprocal of the zeros. If you are taking the zeros of the given polynomial as alpha and beta, then the zeros of the new polynomial becomes 1 upon alpha and 1 upon beta. If you are taking as alpha and beta as the zeros of this polynomial x square minus 4x plus 3, then the zeros of the required polynomial we are getting as 1 upon alpha and 1 upon beta. Then here I have the solution. If you are taking alpha and beta as the zeros of this polynomial, this quadratic polynomial x square minus 4x plus 3, then orally we are able to observe the value of sum of 0 and product of 0. Sum of 0 is 4 and the product of 0 is 3. And for the new quadratic polynomial we need the sum of zeros and product of the zeros. Now the zeros are 1 upon alpha and 1 upon beta, means we need the sum of these two. Then here we are taking the sum of 1 upon alpha and 1 upon beta. For forming a quadratic polynomial, we know the quadratic polynomial is x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of 0. This we have to remember when we are forming the quadratic polynomial. And x square minus sum of zeros into product of zeros. Then here we are getting the sum 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta, and if you are taking LCM we are getting alpha plus beta upon alpha into beta, and the value of alpha plus beta is 4 and the value of alpha into beta is 3. Then we are getting the sum of zeros as 4 upon 3 for the required quadratic polynomial, and the product of 0 for the required quadratic polynomial, we are taking the product here 1 upon alpha into 1 upon beta. Then this product we are getting as 1 upon alpha beta, and this alpha into beta is 3. We are putting the value, then we are getting as the product of zeros for the required quadratic polynomial as 1 by 3. The sum of the zeros for the required quadratic polynomial is 4 by 3 and the product of 0 is 1 by 3. Then we are putting these required quadratic polynomial is k into x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. Then here we are putting the values. Sum of 0 we are getting 4 by 3 and the product of 0 we are getting 1 by 3. And if you are taking the LCM here, then we are getting the LCM as 3x square minus 4x plus 1 upon 3, and if you are taking the value of k, if you are taking the value of k as 3, then 3 get cancel out and we are getting the required polynomial. If you are taking k equal to 3, after taking the LCM, take the value of k as 3, then you are getting the required quadratic polynomial as 3x square minus 4x plus 1. Then here I have some questions for you, and you are able to solve these questions, I hope so, after observing the presentation, after learning from this. In the first question we have to find a polynomial whose zeros are double of the zeros of this polynomial. We have to form a polynomial in which the zeros of that polynomial is double of the zeros of this one. This question is similar to the last question which we have done in this presentation. And in the second question, if one zero of the polynomial 4x square minus 20x plus b is 5 by 2, one zero is given, either you are taking alpha or beta, and then you have to find the value of p and other zero. Means one zero is given and we are able to find the values of alpha and beta and alpha into beta, because we have the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient. Then by using that concept, easily you are getting the answer for this question. And these questions are of 3 marks each. Sai Ram to all.